Welcome back to the KSFY Morning News. It is time for Owning Your Outdoors, and we're back here at the Lewis Garden Center at 10th and Cliff Avenue. And with me, as always, is our yard and garden expert, Doug Schroeder from Lewis. Doug, we did the kids and their planters last week. This week, we have some tips for the adults to make their planters as great as they can be.
Exactly.
Three categories, the thrillers, fillers, and spillers, right?
Correct.
So where do we start?
Correct. Well, you need to pick out your thriller to begin with.
So what is a thriller?
A thriller is the plant, it's the star of the container. It really is the piece that stands out, and it's usually the focal point. Different ornamental grasses, caladium, cordyline, some suncoleus, any of those can be examples of thrillers.
So now a thriller is something that we would probably just have one per container, right?
Correct.
Okay. So where do we go from there?
Then you want to go to your fillers. Your fillers can be any plant that fill in around the star of the container. They are a supporting cast, and they really fill the space around that before you get to the spillers.
Okay, so some examples here. Of course, I know the petunias.
We have vinca, we have geraniums, marigolds, we have some coleus, and lobelia. Some examples there of things.
So this is kind of, how many of these would you put in, say, a container this size?
You can really put more in a container than what you really think.
Okay, so five or six would be...
Right today, I would, on this one here, I could probably do 6, 7, yes.
Really?
Yes.
Okay. So then from the fillers, talk about spillers. What are the spillers?
Spillers are what frame the container. The spiller falls over the edge of the container, softens the edge of the container.
Okay.
So some examples here. We have vinca vine, we have mizu, we have calabacoa, and sweet potato vine.
We're going to do a little bit of an example here.
Yes. What I've picked out for a thriller is rush grass.
Okay.
It's a nice upright grass and really is a nice specimen to start out with. For this example, I'll be showing you what half the container would look like. For fillers, we're going to use some purple verbena, and then we'll accent that with some pink petunia. And then thrillers, we're going to use some calabacoa, which will spill over the edge, sweet potato vine, a little bit more calabacoa to play off that pink. So if you can envision, that would be one half of the container. People are using these to decorate their outdoors. So they may take a color theme, whether it be red and blue for 1 year, and then their containers and everything that they accent their patio area would play off those colors. Also, when you put your containers together, remember texture. Remember to use larger leaf items playing with smaller leaf items. The verbena has a smaller leaf, and so does the calabacoa. So texture is also very important.
Perfect. Well, there you have it. The thrillers, the fillers, and the spillers, the three things you need to know.
Exactly.
Thanks, Doug.
Thank you.
We'll have more, too, at ksfy.com. Just look for the Owning Your Outdoors section under the Sean and Nancy tab. We're going to be back with Fastcast right after this.